I'm really thinking about, some of the responses I've already had from my co-panelists, and not even thinking about the conflict in terms of the frontier areas, whether we shouldn't steal Kenya. The cattle rustling is still very rampant right now. Areas like Sondu are still dealing with conflict right now. And in some of these instances, there's concern that we might have some rogue police officers involved. And even when we look at police brutality, still a concern. When we see young people, mainly from slum areas, still dying and being killed in broad daylight and using the excuse of they are thieves. It's a concern to me because it's an issue that we are not taking seriously at the moment. When, if you ask a young person right now what they think about a police officer, it is fear. If you could avoid them, you would avoid them. And even when you interact with them, the first thing you think is, have I done something wrong? And you want to make sure that you're on the right side of the law. And even when you are, they can still find a way. And you will see, especially when we talk about the high cost of living, they're also trying to survive. And it will become now a dog-eat-dog world, where all of us are trying to survive, by the way. And if we can use our authority and our position to eat from you, we will. And that, for me, is a concern when people's lives are at stake. When we're talking about now illegal arms in the black market, and some of these officers even being part of it and coordinating in cahoots with gangs, it's a concern. So for me, it is low. It would be a 6, because even we did see within the reports, there was a moment where we were concerned about the security of the nation, where we were seeing confidential information in places it should never be. And we were concerned about that. And even wondering who are in these high positions of power, putting an entire country at risk. And we have seen the president involved in politics, which I think is very different in terms of his leadership style. We have been a country that doesn't meddle in the politics of our neighbors. But this president has been vocal on issues and even sending troops to Haiti. He has been involved. But do you know, Somalia, our neighbors, they allow any African country to enter their borders without visas except one. And that one country is Kenya. Kenya needs a visa to enter Somalia. No other country does. And it's because of the political beef we have had. And some of these things are because of the involvement, even sometimes of our troops when they're in different countries, that our president decides to allow them to go, and their behavior sometimes. But it's not to say that all police officers are bad. No, I'm not saying that here.
You're saying that there's still some work to be done.
There's a lot of work to be done. What should the
president do? What is it that's happening that the president has not done that's leading to what you're seeing now?
The emphasis of why we need a police service. I think it's not just about changing uniform and allowing them to pick the blue that they're going to wear. It's also ingrained. We still have a service that doesn't understand the policies that exist to protect the people. Even a simple thing like a gender desk to report rape is not in our police stations. So even that service for a woman to feel safe to come and report that this has happened to me, a lot of women will not go to the police. They're afraid of going.
Okay. Now I want to move to appointments, because that's a